Rise up the lion. Mama Salon, no they fall down. Tikele beat that drum. Before the change, before the fight, we live like stars, we shine so bright. From Koya lands to coastal waves, we built the dreams they tried. Rise up the lion. Mama Salon, no they fall down. Tikele beat that drum. Before the change, before the fight, we live like stars, we shine so bright. From Koya lands to coastal waves, we built the dreams they tried to take. Still we there, still we chant. Spirit no break, we know they palm. From stone to steel, we hold the flame. Salon line, no go tame. Ain't no stop, we there go. Ancestor voice in the flow. Sing and lift on high. From the roots we touch the sky. Rise, oh lion, rise again. Salon fire, no pretend. From broken past to higher lands. Sierra rise, we overstand. Rise, oh lion, rise again. We dance for peace, we chant the pain. Jaja guide through sun and rain. Example place holder. Them no know say the roots run deep. Every drum beat, heart skip, can't sleep. Rise from the dust, we now retreat. Lion heart, steady fire, no defeat. Colonial scripts couldn't steal the soul. We write our names on native scrolls. In every youth, in every town, we flip the script, we change the stance. Botoko no bujehun call. One salon, we rise from fall. Raise the flag with every hand. From the bay to inland sand. Rise, oh lion, rise again. Salon fire, no pretend. We beat the drum, we claim the land. Sierra rise, we overstand. Rise, oh lion, rise again. No turning back, we hold the flame. Mama Salon, we call you there. We rise, we rise. Mama Salon every day.
Una udo, una ikabo, kusha, na piari, second umami. Bondesia, ua kawiena. We are living in very strange times. The times are strange because we have moved away from the image and likeness with which we were created. We have moved away from our souls, aiming and aping to be somebody or something else. We have allowed the illusions of materialism to take away that spiritual, that human, that divine substance in us. what we call our culture. Culture is not about house, clothes, whatever material it is. Culture is about your real substance, who you are, your identity. For those of you who are Christians, you are told that when Moses asked God, "What is your name? What would I tell the people of Egypt?" He said, "I am that I am." And for each of us, I don't care what language we're speaking, when you are asked, "What is your name?" you say, "I am," before you give your identity. I am signifies that in each of us is the image and likeness of God. And in each of us, there is a spiritual order. That spiritual order is not born out of the academics. It's not born out of politics. It's not born out of materialism. It's born out of our spiritual self, the soul in us, the life force in us, the energy, that which connects us in the matrix of existence, that which we call our humanity. Whatever we put together to connect us together, it doesn't matter which language we speak or whatever. That instrument, that institution, that foundation is what we call our culture. If we move away from that, then we become mere existence open to be misused and abused. And what is it that is used to bring us to this level? It's material. I want an iPhone. I want a private jet. Yes, we can have all of this. It's there for us to take. But those are things that are not permanent. What is permanent is our spiritual self, that which we call the culture, our traditions, our norms, and our values. They are permanent because these are the legacies we pass from generation to generation. And with time, each generation has the moral obligation to continue with this and modernize them. When you modernize your culture, that's when you make progress. That is when your identity is respected. China became a world power not because they copied whatever is European or American. They are using technology. And let us get it clear, technology has no limits. Technology is universal. It doesn't matter who first spoke about it, who first found out that it existed, but technology is universal because technology exists in everything and everywhere. Technology is like the Spirit of God. It exists in everything and in everywhere. That is why in the not so developed environments, you would see somebody construct a bridge using sticks and ropes over a river, suspending the bridge without any pillars on the river. When you come to another part of the world that is so developed, you see the same suspension bridge built with metals and concrete. Both of them are using the same technology. So technology has no limits. It's not limited by language or culture. It is universal. Technology is part of the divinity of mankind. The point at issue is we have colonized ourselves to believe in certain things. Get this clear. We may want to say Europe colonized Africa. Yes, they went there. They were able to put us under control, but they didn't colonize us. We colonized ourselves. We left our culture. We took their culture. We believed in their culture. We deified their culture, and we still do it. So today, most of us are nothing but educated zombies. We don't have a soul. We want to be European. We want to be American. We cannot, because we don't understand the nitty-gritties of their culture. One, two, if even we understand it, they don't accept us. We are different. Let us go back to who we are. Let us find out who we are. Maybe we have stronger cultures than the ones we admire. Today, I am coming to discuss something that is very much connected with our culture, something that is very much connected with authority, something that is very much connected with legitimacy and power, but which we are always getting wrong, and which is why we are always cursing and fighting, blaming and complaining. And I want to say this before I go further in this discourse. If we don't look at what needs to change in our culture, if we don't look at what needs to be amended and modified in our culture, we will continue to do the same things, irrespective of whoever is elected or dethroned or whatever. The problem we have is not a problem of rudimentary procedures. It's a problem far more complex than rudimentary procedures. It's a problem emanating from the fact that in our DNAs, in our systems, we have installed programs of behavior, programs of belief, programs of perception that is not allowing us to make the desired change we wish for. At this material moment in the history of mankind, it is but necessary and relevant for all of us, especially us, the Black race, to wake up. Waking up does not mean I am nodding as I sit here. It means I have instigated the programs in my software, my biological software, that will allow me to see, understand, and think beyond what is normal or what seems normal. Because what is normal is not right for us. What we consider as normal is what is the real colonized mentality that we need to change. And because we take this colonized way of looking at things, understanding things, doing things as normal, we have adopted a political system that cannot work for all of us. But before we go into that, let us look at the origins of this political system. Before I would do that, I would want to play a music of peace. Peace unto all mankind.
They crossed the fire, spoke their truth through deepest pain. Built this land with shattered hands, dreams they drew in blood and sand. But we wear their wounds like medals, and their cries still shake the dust. What they gave was hope, not vengeance. Still we fight like we must. We were born from warriors, but not to die in war. Their love lit the sky. What are we fighting for? If peace was their dream, why do we scream? Echoes in our blood, passing down the grudge. I see the fear in younger eyes, a fire fed by ancient lies. We teach the race, but not the cause. Beating battles that they lost, and we preach their pain like gospel. Forget the healing part. They left us songs of mercy, and we just kept the score. We were born from warriors, but not to die in war. Their love lit the sky. What are we fighting for? If peace was their dream, why do we scream? Echoes in our blood, passing down the grudge. Can we break the chain they died to break? Forgive the world for heaven's sake. Lay down the torch, lay down the blame. Let their silence call our name. We were born from warriors, but not to die in war. Their love lit the sky. Oh, what are we fighting for? Let peace be the dream. Let love redeem. Echoes in our blood, but we can rise above. We can rise and ride. We were born from warriors, but not to die.
Yes, we were born by warriors, but not to die from war. That's the lesson we need to learn. We keep saying, oh, my ancestors were warriors. Yes, they were. They had reasons to be war. Here. They fought wars to create peace. But do we have to continue fighting wars? We don't. Times change, things change. Life is an energy force that grows. It's dynamic. What was right 1 hour ago may not be right now. In Sierra Leone, in Africa, we have still not understood that life is a dynamic energy, that things change, times change, circumstances change, needs change, reasons change. Historically, because a long time ago, the world existed on the norm of survival of the fittest. Historically, a culture of the warrior takes it all started in some parts of West Africa, and of course in most parts of Africa, because in Africa we are mostly of long standing warriors, etc., etc. Do we still have to be fighting wars today? With all this level of technological advancement, with the fact that I'll sit here in Norway, talk to anybody anywhere on earth, with the fact that I'll sit here in Norway, have all my tools, have access through Internet of Things to run a business anywhere on earth without me being physically present there. Do we still have to be fighting wars? Or is it in our best interest to look at how we can have peaceful coexistence and work with each other so that we have a win-win situation? Look at a small place like Sierra Leone, 73,000 square kilometers, loaded with a lot of potentials. Yet, there is mass poverty. We have mass poverty not because there is some God who is wicked enough to keep us poor. We have mass poverty in Sierra Leone because we, the people of Sierra Leone, have been sleeping in a decolonized mentality. We have refused to wake up to the realities of the time. We, the people of Sierra Leone, have refused to understand that if my father was a warrior, I don't necessarily have to be a warrior. I can change the energy of war into the energy of negotiation. Sit down, be brave enough to face the opponent or the adversary or whatever we may want to call the next one, and say, okay, Jack, this place is for all of us. How do we live here peacefully? A key fact we are failing to understand is that with the development of technology, there is also the development of potentiality. Potentiality in the sense that if you think you are strong, if you think you have the ability to do as you like, maybe the next man you consider as your adversary may have 10 times that potential that you. So at the end of the day, if you don't have the bravery to sit down and negotiate with that person for whatever issue that concerns the coexistence of both of you, if you say you're going to war, maybe you're going to end up being a loser. Yes, in West Africa, before now, our people had the survival mode. The world as it is today is no longer a survival mode play. And don't be fooled by what you see happening all around the world. These are failing ventures. Going to Venezuela, talking about it's failing, it's going to fail. Because technology is universal. If I can put it in plain, simple Creole, you cannot open call the next man anymore. So it is time The Sierra Leonean elites and political class wake up. Your APC, SLPP, or whatever you call it, is doomed. It's doomed in the colonial cyst. When I listen to most of you guys talk, what I hear is colonized preaching. Most of you don't even know what you're saying. It's time you do some research. Because what Sierra Leone needs this material moment is a leadership that is elected on moral authority, not warrior authority. And for most of you that I listen to, what I hear is a presuming Don Quixote wanting to be head of state. It's time we wake up. Welcome, sir.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you. Thank you. Happy New Year again.
I wish you the same, sir.
Yeah, thank
I
you.
wish 2026 will bring us enlightenment.
Well, that's the hope. We just have to continue with the engagement that we started in 2025. We don't have to let off all. No. But thank you once more, Mr. Donald, for the team away we don't bring. The thing, the culture side is very relevant. It's very difficult to make people do away with the past, the way of lives, and the sad part is how they sustain it. It's deliberate because there are people who are profiting from having that sort of lifestyle. It's not an accident that the nation is in this circumstance. And but what is sad is very few people are benefiting. The majority are not.
From deculturizing the country, you mean?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
no, what I'm saying is, if you look at it since independence to present, you can count the families or the people who are seriously responsible for what's going on in their country. And what I'm saying is, they're benefiting from their bad behavior, you know. So when the country is at that level, it means they prosper at the expense of the majority. So that's what I'm saying. And so when you look at question is actually kind of driving all this. So there's this culture, I mean, like you always said about the communal culture, not necessarily in the sense of the ambassadors, it's within them, they promote it. And sadly, as we are now talking about a younger population, majority, there are more young people who are corrupt and old people. So the question is, so the question is, it's no longer morally relevant to say, well, let's give this power to the younger people. The thing is, who are you giving power to? That's the question. Because, so there is no longer this particular situation where it's, well, the younger people are not benefiting, all the people are benefiting. No, it doesn't work. So my circumstance here is we have to continue talking. Because see, technology has played a major role in trying to ensure that we can actually share information in real time about what's going on. Like day before yesterday, I made a little post where I made an information I talked about Jagaban, and I made a comparison, kind of a comparative analysis with mother.
And how did you do that comparison, if I may ask?
Okay, so the comparison there is because I try to compare my view as I see them they go down the drains in terms of the health issues and everything. I say I write directly to my view. Let me just pull it up so I can read it in verbatim so you can even just have your opinion. So I say I said a lesson for Jagaban. Now, I get some headlines that I put to say a solid policy foundation is how leaders succeed. The number two, I say cheaters don't succeed in politics. And number three, transactional politics is a precursor for failure. The fourth item, I said, respect the laws of the land as candidate. I said, on the left is Marabio, a man who used first to occupy the office of the presidency that he wasn't qualified to occupy. He killed and destroyed the life of countless Sierra Leoneans to maintain his illegal position in the last 8 years. The outcome of his bloodthirsty ambition put him into jeopardy. He failed because, as a candidate, Bio had no clear and sensible plan to govern the country. He couldn't defend his position if he became president, and he repeatedly lied to the public about past administration just to win the support of the public. Today, Bio is physically wasted in real time in plain view of all Sierra Leoneans. To Jagaban, I say, on your right is Jagaban, a self-styled billionaire in old currency, the old news, who made his money from running his business in the United States. He has every right to be president as a natural born Sierra Leonean. However, his ambition to become president is about to put him in a dangerous situation like Madabio and others. Jagaban has made a bold decision to pay voters to violate the laws of the land to make himself president of Sierra Leone. He uses money instead of policy to win the support of the chronically poor voters who are now ready to do anything to make him flag bearer of the party. You failed because he believed in violence instead of implementing effective public policies to improve the quality of life of Sierra Leoneans. Bribing voters won't make Jagaban a good political leader. No successful business person has ever been in a successful state anywhere due to conflict of interest. So, Jagaban should be careful and try to learn from the mistakes of those before. So that's the article I wrote.
Okay, can you allow me to make some input comments?
Some people did not actually read it. Start not come from the perspective of like party. So, few days ago, there was a very serious incident in Wellington. Now, he went there to open kind of a place, order some buses from China. Now, that was the opening ceremony. But what this man is doing, he's a fool. Now, irrespective of the fact that we had an administration that most of us had frowned at. However, if you want to open a business, you need to register this business, ensure you have we did it. We just know about trying to do something. Okay, it's very proud. 20 people population. It goes about giving money. It changes look like crazy a lot. People are poor, so they accept and support it. They didn't even think about policy. Nobody is gonna lead a country without defending the policies. What is he going to do? What does it represent? They have a food insufficiency issue over 50%, chronically insufficient with about over 20%. 64% of the population have no access to electricity. And we have an age in healthcare that's worse than even wartime. So their infrastructure is terrible, poverty. Think about GDP. GDP projected to grow by 0.2 or 3% in 2020, 2026. So those are the things I think. If you want to compete, you need to really state policies. How are you going to?
Okay, let me comment.
It's not like bringing salt, bribing people, giving money to voters. So you just want to be there. When you come around, you're gonna have worse country than another. And so you shouldn't keep going. So there will be feelings, but it's percent. They will not stop saying, it's this guy. They don't hate it. He has pride. But let's talk about policy.
Okay.
Let's talk about policy. What is it going to? What is it going to be different? You know the story about the one who puts the dirty pieces in the water, which is like the problem. The one where they remove the dirty pieces, not the problem. So
okay, look, let me come in from a different angle.
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Yeah. Yes.
Do you hear me?
Hello?
Hello? Hello? What really happened? Hello? Doc, do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now come in on a different angle.
Okay.
You see, all what you write so are not a challenge 'em.
Uh-huh. Yes, sir. Say what?
I say all what's in you write so are not a challenge 'em. But I want to let you know, say,
Yes.
you look from a rudimentary point of view. This is what we have been doing in Sierra Leone. We have been looking at our problems from a rudimentary point of view.
How so?
Man is what he was born and brought up to know. That is where culture comes in. Jagaban, just like Madabio, they were brought up to believe in material expose. They were brought up to believe in some form of impunity, be it psychological or physical. They may be operating from different angles, okay? Madabio may be using force to get what he wants. Jagaban is using the psychology of intimidation, spending money. Okay?
I'm listening.
If we want to solve Sierra Leone's problem, we have to look at the real issues. That is the social and the behavioral side of each and every one of us. We can have all the best laws in the world, but if we are born and brought up to be lawless, we will break those laws.
Stable, right. It's stable, quite slim.
Okay? Like the area people and the all about the constitution and this and that. When you read the constitution we get now, the only thing you may see faulty in it maybe is that it gives too much power to the presidency. And this is normal in most parts of the world. But apart from that, there are chapters and sections in our constitution we provide for the security of the rights of every citizen. If the constitution even say sovereignty belongs to the people, but are we using it? Do we get to at the council? Let me finish. I'm not talking Dr. Toure. I'm talking experience. And I want you to listen and understand. I was party to that constitutional commission that made the constitution that we are using. I know the meaning, the ethical meaning behind every section and clause in that document. We're not able to interpret the constitution properly because we have been taught the wrong things. The problem with Sierra Leone is we don't move from a traditional governance system because we have been brainwashed to believe in the autocratic impunity that was practiced during colonialism, which we call government. With a lipa, we say there was no democracy in Sierra Leone. Governor in Sierra Leone was an autocrat who ruled by decree. When we had the beginning of Westminster politics in Sierra Leone, the SLPP got to win an election conducted in 1953. What we had was a one-party state. We got independence as a one-party state. So for make with the life we say there was democracy. I don't think we understand really how to come out. We people them traditionally get democracy. And with traditional governance system, if they want to take decision, then they call everybody, then put the word, then they send messages to all sections and villages in the chiefdom before they take final decision. Are we doing that in present day Sierra Leone? We have moved from who we are, wanting to be somebody else. What in Jagaban they do so is trying to get moral authority, but is using impunity to get moral authority. And it can't work. We therefore go back to we culture, understand how we culture they operate, and make sure say we come in tune with them. Yes, sir.
Hello, hey, how are you, sir? I'm very good. Sir. Hello.
Yeah.
So, always you say, no, the truth. But there's one thing we obvious as they go through my academic journey, they do business studies, they deal with people in real time. Business is how do you make this one better? So you can make better, perform more than the other person. You go to political science, policy, and everything. One thing we have to understand the world, the environment, when we deal with systems are not stagnant. They always change, they move. And every society will succeed and progress. Whereas culture is very important as they talk about, but also it will be dynamic. The circumstance where they operate as a human being, they're constant. It change, it move. And today, the time and space where we function is not the same. And I always argue, we don't give this example, say, somebody, when we talked about, countries, we don't go through war, serious war, dangerous war in the 90s. Sierra Leone, they among the first 10 countries where they ever classified in modern times in the 20th century as it really go through a lot of war, bad conflicts. Now, we get Yugoslavia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, we get Rwanda, Angola, and all them countries. But why Sierra Leone is not making progress? Because we stop. Now, a situation where we not believe in change. One, communication is one, very, very important. If the people are not well informed, like putting a right ranges there. Now, I kind of tell to many people, why they compare Jagaban and Madapi? Say, what do they compare? We talk about violence and bribery. Violence and bribery will win anything because at the end of the day, you can succeed so much and you can go further. So what we want is about articulation of policies. And so we need a new kind of approach wherein people and educate people. We have a lot of young men and young women who have voice. Now, I saw people, even when they say, I'm sent on the SLPP sites, where they can say, wow, they say this is nice. Because we are stuck by saying that if somebody get money, somebody get power, it don't become so powerful that you don't say anything by the people. It's not a problem to me. And that's what I was trying to say here. Countries which are what don't happen. When they come, they look. Women in Sierra Leone, they still stop with they make women 30% of them, they forget 20%, and they're more than known. They're highly educated and they're highly capable. In Rwanda, the man who looked at the percentage of women for participating in politics, he said a lot of men were killed, and I need women. Having the highest number of women in parliament and the highest number of women in diplomatic service, and the construction of the country. So, which means the time and space which Rwanda operates, women were dry there. There were not too many men, and he used them. The country today is a developed country by the standard of Kofi. So I know what you say, Mr. Jalo, but the constitution. We have in businesses, in management, by working about. So you can get all policies in place, but why do you want to adopt more? Because what is happening now? So, the constitution wouldn't say so. It needs a lot of changes. It needs a lot of changes. They don't already banks anymore. So the point is that, the point why the type will say, we have to come out, stand strongly and oppose it to God. Because let me tell you now,
I want you to allow me, sir.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I have moved away from that way you look at things.
No, where is that?
I want you to listen to me, sir. Since 1977,
wow.
Can you listen to me, sir? Listen, open your mind to understand what I'm saying, sir. Please. Change is an open mind process. Change is not a theoretical process. Since 1977, when no school, no college happened in Sierra Leone, we have been preaching, blaming, and complaining. We have not looked at the essence of who we are, our cultural makeup, and how that impacts the way we think.
Because for a very long time, they believe say few old men, few people there, and for operate that country. And so now
that belief is cultural, sir.
Well, we are challenging. The culture is changing. That's why some of us think it's not.
Doc, I want you to allow me, otherwise you are being another mother view.
No.
Just allow me and understand the position I'm coming from.
Yes, sir.
The problem of Sierra Leone is not about Madabio or Jagaban. It's about all of us. We have been born and brought up to believe in impunity, to accept impunity, and when it doesn't work for us, we blame the next man. Until each of us look at what is wrong and say,
how?
Well, if you can allow me, I will tell you how.
Skip question for this.
Just allow me, let me tell you how. Before I come here, I did my research.
Okay.
I know they can't talk opinion now. No. I did my research. Sierra Leone has two political cultures. One emanating from those people that migrated from the Senegambia region, we come and establish power by moral authority, which is what we need right now. This is the traditional system wherein they exist in Sierra Leone before the British came. The chief not been just they take decision, they consult. By Bure, when he was approached by the British, he told them, I have to consult with the other chiefs. He had consultation. The Timni culture get a word say with the old word. Because when they talk to them, they know they take decision on the spot. They say we old word. That means we forgo consult with other people. Today we have moved away from that. We will go school and university. People say we know it all. Now they take decision, now they communicate with the people then. So if they blame Madabio, now we make Madabio. If Jagaban they behave so, now we make them. Because when Jagaban can begin scatter money, all man they praise her.
Well, except people like me, we're not into that. That's why
we are born in a culture where we accept and accommodate impunity.
How do we change it?
It's my education. That's what I'm doing here.
Thank you. That's exactly what we are doing. Yes.
And
that's exactly.
I am sure that it's going to change. That's why I don't care about people's opinion. If you want to make change happen, don't care about people's opinion.
I want to let you say something here. I want to let you know, say, your opinion in matter. And the reason why opinion matter, because some thinking they based on, it don't mean say passing right book, based on your experience, based on your academic background, you they come and say something, what we call common sense, it they operates there because of common sense, not the kids in school. What you say makes sense, Mr. Gallo. And now your opinion is expressed, and people believe in that. If I don't believe in enough for Canada,
I know.
but I believe in you.
But what they say, when you write the article, people and they talk about against them, don't care about that as long as you know it is correct. When you read unto me, I tell you, say you are correct. I say, but things and the way you not take into consideration the cultural influence on how people and they behave.
Yes.
Here now we need for change, and it's an education process.
Yes.
It's going to take time for that to change.
You remember Obi, one day you say something. Let me remind. You said, I don't know if in a road you say, it's a way you know make road. It affect either or hospital. It have no, I think education, but it say they affect road. It affect something. But you said something where if you are at the center, one thing we messed up with, it gets a ripple effect. They go to different areas.
Yes,
but I don't really well.
I was talking about education.
Okay, yeah. So the point we be making, if I can borrow from that and say something. You see, waiting I do then they see how they watch incident that happen, and then incident they don't show we see we they get a problem after 2028 more than what you don't get the 10 years of Madabio. And the reason why I say so, this one great man, Friday, you go say in a party, but now an individual, now you go get for coastal problem. So perhaps not go survive, but who will not go survive in time again. Now, Blama, the same thing will happen last week, where police then go scatter the place and shoot tear gas. If that happened at Blama, now they Jagaban come out. Okay? If people have moved from the north, they settle them born at that place, bro. But it still be a whatever sentiment for the party, APC. But you don't forget that place. We go, we already say this man want to open a bike factory. And this factory, it don't load everything, they come, collect and can couple up the bikes they under. The day we go, for go open the thing, let them go make big ceremony, music, them, everything. 9 people and go scatter.
They make sense.
Yes, then go scatter. Now, Blama. Now, and they follow. Who says, they try for can't do some good thing. And they can't do this. That for sudden, I begin to talk with that. So we tell them, talk to people. I can't try to bring. I can say, this man, he just grab, he can't do this. It's not a registered business, than a one. And we all know that's why, whether you hate SLPP or not, the fact is, not they did it. So, institutions are still there for let go open a business and also get authority for saying they go open that business thing. We don't know whether that thing will follow drugs. So, they go scatter it. All the shipments we make, you don't hang there. They're not able to do something again. Now, last week, the Natco factory, say that Natco, who say, let me get that Natco factory. They say, I get the place. And in fact, it's a government place. Then place are not to ordinary person. We don't sell here. So then they say, they know this. Now, if you saw the reaction, oh my God, the people there, I get videos there, they say, if you like 191 graph. Now, Zimi, then I get video for Zimi, for Jagaban. It go people money. So the point where the translation is a Jallo, it's not like our for talk. This man is celebrated, but they ever say, if they can't buy people. I really say, if you want to make me president, all they want to get in PhD, let them can't challenge me. If you and I'm not me, I'm not forgetting the salary. All the salary they give all the chairman. So what are you proposing? So now, if they can't choose this man, where is sentence in English must have been constructed. So just one to back. Then if you win, the flag bearer she right. Let me tell you, which one I'm saying, if they go make a flag bearer for the APC because the delegate all you don't buy it, and they go election, the best way happen first. The one that I said, they have not been able to anything. The country is going to go back to zero. So we have to say something. You know?
Now,
Yes.
if this does not happen, Sierra Leoneans will not understand what needs to be done and how it has to be done.
Or you want let it happen?
Now, what you they say, well, you know, you can refuse to understand the way why they think. You know, Tindu, you have not lived long enough to understand life, Doc. Problems are part of development. What did happen at Sierra Leone? So, now guidance for the people of Sierra Leone, let them begin understand, say, one, impunity not they help nobody.
No.
Two, no matter how much education or money the person gets, now how the person they think, how will they relate with incompetent mortal man, now I make them. This is exactly what you people are seeing happening in Sierra Leone. Well, now we get Jagaban and Madabio in the picture. But look at all the politicians, how they make noise in Sierra Leone. Now the same character you they see in them.
Yeah.
Sierra Leone is a messed up country psychologically.
Me, what's it more than me, Mr. Allo? And the one the way they mess the key one, the way they can't give some position. If you look at Marabio's people already there, then I mean, they go to the APC at the same time. Why do they sit down there?
Doc, we are psychologically
and you know that they don't make sure say people are so poor and useless. Education all day. But this is somebody can be. Why be to say you really go school, Mr. Gallo? They come back for conflict for that way they really back here. But
because these people you are talking about, they may have titles and everything, but they really don't know who they are. They don't know what they want out of life.
So,
you see, this is where we need to revisit our cultural being, and then we understand, say, it no matter, Jagaban can be a successful leader. Adekam, allow me, please.
go ahead.
He can be a successful leader, but he has the wrong mentality. He has the correct resources to be a successful leader, but he has the wrong mentality. Madabio has a mentality that is way off there, but people who felt they had need to be close to power to use the resources of the country, they supported him and they still support him. A leader is only a leader if he has a support base. Not one man they grab no more. I mean, get here, all man say yes, not true. He must get the one they supporter.
Well, now that side the way it talks so now in the big kind of problem of Jagaban.
And that's the problem of Sierra Leone also.
And so now, I remember, I don't know if you ever say this or say it doesn't matter your education.
It doesn't matter
how old you are.
Yes.
If you want to do something, we're concerned for national kind of thing approach. Make sure say it brings you people there now the room where experience, where get maybe they don't live for system tapes or things there. And that's not it happen. Now it make Jagaban and others they get problem.
And Adekam, while I hold you thought small. People and they make mistake again. When they are looking for people to ask advice from, they are only looking at those people who have been part of the mess to advise them.
That's true.
If that man is messed up, he will only give you messed up advice. That's what he knows.
Yes.
Go ahead, sir.
Exactly. So like in the Jagaban, I'm obsessed with that, right?
He has a potential to be a good leader, but he has a very poor mentality.
Here is a problem about people that were in business, where we say they will be very successful business people, can get conglomerates, operate international, big business, make money. But the problem is when you have somebody who is so wealthy or make money, you put them in political office, there's always going to be a problem.
You know who are the successful business people? People who started with their own intellectual property and make money out of it. People like Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg. How do you call this guy with Amazon? They started a product and made money out of it. But any other person who makes money selling what has been made because of necessary contacts, you may be successful because you are close to those people who do you favor. Or you are close to institutions who do you favor. Me and you can become successful tomorrow. I'm coming, sir. Me and you can be successful tomorrow morning if we have the contacts with the people who make money. They can give you $1 billion and say, Dr. Tue, go and invest this. Come back with our money. So to be a big businessman is not necessarily meaning that you are very clever. There are few clever people. The Mark Zuckerbergs, the Elon Musks, they started from zero, built up a product. Aliko Dangote, you may class as one of those people because he started from zero, selling cotton and lace. In grandpa, now be money man, not in grandpa and money use. You understand? These are the things we need to be understanding. And these are the things Sierra Leoneans don't pay attention to. That man can count any kind of money, he can make noise, all man that. The real people who have the substance to rule Sierra Leone, they may not be filthy rich, but they are intellectually and ethically structured. When somebody wants to go into politics, now then people learn they for mix with, talk to. Because some of these people may not be even be interested in going into politics.
No, Mr. Jallo, I tell you, past the successful business person where they go into business, into politics, we don't use for control people for benefit itself, not the general good. And when you go into politics, say they go to
now
politics,
the same impunity
there's only one agenda. Now the same kind of philosophy.
Now the same impunity. Use so one word, impunity.
Yeah, the philosophical background of somebody who be to say is succeed in business. Now control mechanics. Now in dating, where it do only with the benefits, not to the general good. And so what he find out is the partners where he go get for that person will never give up the age-old idea of actually trying for benefit itself. You don't have Sylvanus Berlusconi, this man, Trump, everybody wait on day. Now that same ideology, now they promote. And so what's happening here is, let me give you a little thing. Behind Donald, why they say this guy, Jacoban, we see the Chinese, all the internet, when they make video, then at China, with the Chinese them, with this. They were all, then they come for sell the country cheap. And so, is it now, they bring the Chinese them. Then they would say, you not be any.
Have we ever asked what the agenda of China is for Africa?
Yeah. So the point what the type of say here is, we have areas in that country, a long time ago with this Maya, they say, he never showed up. He never showed up. Maybe now somebody to say, my game money, like how they do an escroma. Maybe to say the commoners they bring up inside. The Ali commoner, Michael commoner there. Then she say, oh, look, APC no get money. Then bring us say, hey, this man, he go able sponsor APC. We then pull him from Sobe. And when he come, he acts like one, I'm not a member of the SLPP, APC. Then just can assimilate me. That culture of assimilation. The second thing, where Ernest do, was because, look, the decisions they want to make, it comes from a business perspective. Where we just say he never listened to anybody. The decisions we make for great concern and crisis in a saloon, it comes back from that business perspective we get, where you know they listen. It can plant samura and people there, where we just say it scatter the APC, take the APC no able country. So that now they make lessons learned. Unless it mess up the country. Yes, you do something, no. However, you know, do better. You do more than what they do. Because that business ideology for decide and do what it will for do. If they inside in DNA, it's a businessman. And Jagaban, you rest force na problem in a saloon. Why you know they take that money? Where one go open factory? Where you not even take permission from the government for saying they can't.
That permission there, now let we overemphasize them.
No, what are they say? That's nine they say. They say the man.
That's what they say. That's to fool the public. May I know.
Well, I mean,
that man, a commoner, a country where no say. Before you start a business, you can register.
Let me just end with the NATCO area. I say they make a bus depot for the NATCO area. The question is, would I give you this area? People in say, oh, you buy this place.
Well, NATCO was a property of Choitram. Even though na state land, they come. I want to listen to me.
Not so they own them.
They come. When you don't lease a land, you don't use it over 10 years, you get the natural right for owner.
Mr. Johnson, under contractual law, not to say who.
I'm telling you about the laws of Sierra Leone.
Right now, if you want to go open school in a salon, government they give land for open. If you want to go open university, so then they get land they wouldn't give you as a lease for daily. It all means you own it.
Doc.
Yes, sir. I'm listening.
I worked in Sierra Leone 20 years, and most part of it was in the public service. I think I know the basic laws of Sierra Leone. Added to that, in 1978, my geography thesis was on land use in the Western area. By then, NATCO be the function properly. They tell you the laws of Sierra Leone, except if they don't change them. When you lease government land, you use them after 10 years, you naturally get right for owner, but you get an obligation for request ownership and pay whatever the state charge you for pay. That place, na NATCO, now part of the industrial zone where them be established. NATCO been on run for over 10 years before Jagaban they go take us. So I don't know.
Since the war, NATCO no function.
NATCO been the operate up to 1996, 97, I know.
No, Mr. Jallo, NATCO been don't close a long time ago.
Doc, I left Sierra Leone on the 2nd of June 19. Doc, I left Sierra Leone on the 2nd of June 1998, sir. I want to let you understand, say anything why they talk now.
There's one thing we make you always.
NATCO operated up to 95, 96.
Mr. Jallo, let's go back to the basics. And the basics here are that land. And
now state land. And state land, so everybody get right for use them.
Yeah, based on you get permission for say for use the state land.
They come. Let not overemphasize this thing, Doc. What in do?
No, the reason why we overemphasize that is that you are going to open a bus depot. You don't go buy bus there, then they pass ship, then they come, say go open there. And so you go open there, it's not a bad thing because they can't for what you say. But follow the principles and way we do. Follow that one day, that's not me in the thing. No matter how
long, if you not been get access or permission for use that place, you know they go there.
Oh, let me tell you. Okay, I'll give you an example. Let me give you an example. Some serious problem there, where the West they be like no way they should. When they let's go to infrastructure. When they construct road, even 20, 30 years ago, the engineers there, then they left space side of the road. Maybe they go to 50 meters away because the belief is there's going to be growth.
Yeah, and then for expand the road.
I guess for expand population.
They left space
they
on
did
both
the same
sides.
thing in Sierra Leone. When the annexed that thing, from where if you look at the Empoti area, say now for good Waterloo, the people that don't come take over, they upside where they go from there Wellington. All that place they don't go build it. Somebody they can say, then you sell give me this place. So now government's land, then let our people expand. But then they don't build this day. So they say them broke them, then they expand the land, then cry. Hey, then they can't destroy we place. We don't make somebody get in business in shop. Where busy, they want to make construct that place. They sell place, Mr. Jallo. This place will not belong to them.
Doc, you know one thing I go let you accept. When a society runs on patronage, when a society is ruled by impunity, you get for expect all of them things here.
Well, now you make where this man come, that's natural, because we not ever kind of try to do the right thing. But when the way they before, they are not doing the right thing.
They are not.
That's why some of us they come for say we get to do something about it. Because if we keep quiet and social media don't help we, but then we come and try to exchange ideas and share ideas and talk. Maybe one or two people and will listen and say, it's not true when they talk so. And that inspiration, they go far. Then we share the information. Because we cannot continue.
We society messed up.
Yes, yeah, messed up.
Our society has always been messed up. Now we they see all the mess where we country they in. Because now we get extreme behaviors where they make we see and ask ourselves, how is this possible? What Tawala, say, the mess in Sierra Leone started from the days of the APC under Chaka Stevens.
Well, I think say not today no more. You know about Albert Magai. What he do, what make them, what is farm? He changed that society. You know, you live all that.
Albert Magai and I start tribalism na salon.
Well, so now they say Shaka Stevie want to limba, they go claim for being limba. Now for no more, they counter. You know, na say I'm a man. Now the man, mama. You see, so
now they want begin for now. Eh?
Yeah, well, in a man, but you go say na limba. No limba, no way na Stevie. It's right, and you see what they do. When now make it bring so many limba than at the APC party. Wait say today, they still got that dominance. You know, somebody will talk then they just say, would they go sit on more? Then come here, they would say they dominate. You know, somebody say let me say, so the legacy of corruption. It's still it depends. It's still good and depends because my
the sins of the fathers shall visit. Now they see.
Oh yes, exactly. With the suffer they see the
so you know we change Sierra Leone. We get for be honest. We get for be cool, calm, and calculated. If we see some of the vex power people and they do, now the pressure they kill we.
You know, let me tell you. First of all, I agree with you. There is not one solution to the problem of sin. You understand? There are many ways, but we gotta start because the start here is that a lot of people understand it's divided as we are, but many people they agree saying. The leadership na salon na a problem. Tribalism no they can go any side. Regional divisions no they can go any side. Corruption no they can go any side. And so the problem with I remember when I've been a research and I come to sustainable leadership, this article I've been bringing, I've been telling you. The analysis where they make about leadership in Sierra Leone is about the fear that after we and Nkrumah go, after the war, Tijan Kaba don't come, they don't say for stabilize. Then in can say, well, make economic growth and development, begin make against them. But the problem is, not prepared. in own party for even get a replacement. Instead, he was the sole decision maker. And they decide what you want for do, who they want for put, and he put the wrong people. Now, unless I see, people like way born picking they will all swear. Everybody will give position, the fighter. Sylvia them, Victor Fordham, Alpha Kandem. Yes, I don't say let people all agree with you. But how on earth, where everybody, we are not saying nobody will agree with them. Pastor maybe there as and that guy. So unless it creates a problem, and all come out from that foundation to see where you be leader, you know, they think again for the future. It just need more people for do, and it left people in a mess.
You know, they qualify, so?
Oh, yeah, no.
I mean, don't tell you say in West Africa we'll get two types of leadership, the warlord leadership and the moral authority leadership. You know so? Ernest Koroma was more of a warlord leadership. He not sure out to the public, but he's sure to the people who been they work with him.
Oh, me, I know people who work with him. I know the area.
You understand me?
Work with Ernest.
That is why I say, and I keep saying it, you see, you they go tell you come back to us, they come out. Until we examine with culture, where they influence with perceptions, where they influence with behavior, where they influence with attitudes, we will never get it right in Sierra Leone.
I want give you a solution. Where be to say, you know, happen it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, begin talking, but I'm not being good that side.
Right.
See, for countries them, where be involved in active civil conflicts, and during that moment, the populations then transcend by walking away, by running, going to other countries, and try for go better than lives live. And along the way, a lot of people may become successful, some education, some business, and build up contact them. Like how you been talk about the relations they build with the investors and all that. And so when the wars end, people are not run away from the countries they for go settle and die inside and go. Now, pain and suffering, now you facilitate let people then go. One thing, when you left where you go, it doesn't matter how we cry Sierra Leone. Anytime today, why they go saloon? The moment to me they go, I didn't Dulles Airport. There's some special sort of happiness. Why not can get some at all? It's the fact that I left and they go in the country.
Well, you don't come back to what you have been talking about your cultural spirit.
Wait now, Ms. Jallo. Let me tell you something else. When you look at the level of knowledge, the wealth of experience, the relationships that people don't build, the contacts, where the countries they are. And we do, I didn't that nationalistic, make them views the way they inside the people and the desire for promote. The destruction will happen at Bosnia and Herzegovina, Yugoslavia. It's one of the worst after the Second World War. But these nations, where's the pain of the worst day? But they don't develop. You know why? They went back, rebuilt their communities. They were not chased away because they hate the South or the North. They were not chased, and they don't even forget. My dad was killed by the Kamajo. I don't even talk about it. Wait.
I don't want you.
I miss me.
I don't want you to use the impunity approach.
No, I'm not using impunity. What I'm saying is allowing communities, the people who don't left, let them go back and rebuild their communities. You know, people go back. Universities, look right now where they don't stop people for travel. You know, I kind of bank, but the bank don't look. I really want to put money.
I'm not taking they put money by paper.
No, you go. When you finish, I go. You go, sir. Yeah, so waiting they happen in Islam Jallo. Can you imagine the level of progress we would do when you get when people they get time to hope,
It's not possible in Sierra Leone.
it happen in other countries. You can
Yeah, other countries, then culture accommodates that.
No, Mr. Gallo, you know what? So they can day, what they talk, it's like we're defeating the process.
No, we are not. We are not. Until we know the root cause of the problem, we're not able to solve it.
Your own position is you already don't believe, say, even though you're suggesting that for say salon over ever better.
No, you are getting it all wrong. What I'm saying is, until the intellectual class in Sierra Leone, of which you belong, can you listen to me, sir?
Let me tell you. If you look at societies, then developmental phase.
I cannot talk book or theory now. I want to let you listen to me.
That's why we say that the West. Go to the historical.
No one size fits it all.
No. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that, Mr. Jallo. You cannot say, like, people will just say, bum, this intellectual, bum. Because if
you are getting everything wrong because you don't listen. You want to hear.
No, Mr. Jallo, I understand you.
No, you don't understand me.
The intellectual class for make this.
The intellectual class get for move away from adopted theories. Come back. Well, just wait for me and listen. Please. If you want to understand me, listen to me. Don't direct me.
No, I know, Mr. Jallo. You've said this.
The intellectual class get for move away from those so-called beautiful theories and whatever we see. Let me go back to base, study with cultural systems and modernize them.
What do you
China developed because they modernized their culture.
How? In 2 years, in 3 years?
It took them 40 years.
So that's what we're doing.
Sierra Leone cannot develop in 2 years.
No. Well, no, we have this. We have many things already happen. We're talking about entropy. Entropy can be changed by circumstances where they happen. The hardship they make there, where maybe next year at this time, they're not even feeding people there. They say, how they support. Look at now they get your own time. Okay, so there are too many things that will happen in terms of how we change the class. So it's not automatic. But what I'm saying, and what I was suggesting, where you say no, it happens now. Uganda, Rwanda, look Angola with all they send something at something not air, not space. Today, a lot of some African countries around, then they get them telecommunication from Rwanda, Angola. I participated in the discussion. So what I'm saying here is, if you have a class of people who don't let years ago where the war happened, when you take these people, they are not kind of intimidated by any means. They go back to Sierra Leone by encouraging people to go. That's what I'm saying. That Sierra Leone
doesn't work in Sierra Leone because the culture of accommodation is not part of me and you.
So why? Because of the tribes?
Not of tribe. Now we culture. Now we upbringing. The Sierra Leonean is selfish. The Sierra Leonean does not take responsibility for actions. Doc, you are pushing me to extremes.
No, for me,
some of these things I don't want to say them here.
I don't listen to you, but I don't buy your view that we are so wretched now.
Go to Sierra Leone with investors now. Tomorrow morning, you are running away from that place.
Well, no. The thing is, we explore right now. People then get different view right now. People then get different beliefs right now regarding how we go make Salone better. And what's happening right now is that we have a situation where the things the way they happen, it don't choke people in the move. People are speaking up. People believe, I can even tell you, Ms. Gallo, strongly believe that country day, the things the way they happen, they're not sustainable for take Salone anyway. Every day I have people, big men and big women, because they knew me the last time we opened our organization. Then they beg for food for it. I said to God, somebody getting picking and not be able to eat. And so Sierra Leone not ever go in peace beside the wartime. It's never been a time where people debate and they're not people tomorrow for 6 months, you know. So I believe that these experiences then an impact in so many people. Perspective of
And that's where change will begin.
well, yeah, exactly. And that's why that it's been our generation, you know, in the next one said, but I believe
But we get to go and find out where we culturally got it wrong. Otherwise, we dey recycle the same behavior.
well, for me, you know, I believe that the issues of Sierra Leone, like no more how for settling the problems. And the issue of Sierra Leone, not to one thing make problem in ourselves. There are too many issues then, and these issues the way they happen, so you know, it not will be fixed in at one time. I believe say,
All of
people
the
will
issues
become
here come up from one thing:
putting another link.
the way we think and understand life.
But not to the same people. Well, and they can do one. Yes,
That's not. It's the
no,
reason.
there are
Doc,
there are
when they say Homo sapien,
uh-huh.
when religion tell you say man is
Mhm.
made in the image and likeness of God, what in that mean? Like computer. Your phone is a computer. Your phone has everything you can use it for, like you use a laptop or a desktop, not so.
Mm.
But your ability to use it depends on the programs that you install on it. The programs that have been installed in us culturally need to be updated, reviewed, and even some of them no longer have updates. So therefore delete them.
And so
We cultural programming ain't wrong na Sierra Leone.
yeah. So within from time immemorial, you know, although the democracy we them bring it up
Who that
to
bring them?
threats. Well, then the one the way take up with it from the west, the more
Who's them who start democracy in Asalo?
no, I know they try for going into the territory. That's something I want to see. And we bring the divisions and the fighting. What thing they say is that as we they grapple with them problem that we discuss people in the fight, they minds them, they raise voice, not so because we hate each other, not because we are tired of what they have. But there's one thing I believe, and I want you to think about it, Mr. Jallo. The one then where I always say, Francis and they want to say they're not being fit for getting independence. They were not ready. And Saloon are one of them. If you look Francis Lumumba in time, just because they got the uranium at the time after the Second World War, when there's some way people look at that place there, where the king take us in property, they still want to continue for rape them. And the man said, no, you need the US. They get for identity and killer. And so when we look at that, countries them, we get problem, but they're relatively stable. They did not even have anything towards the territory they independence. The difference that will happen to them. You know, they get different tribes, different opinions, but they were united for letting remove the Western powers, the hold on there for centuries. Sierra Leone fighting all the way to the time where they say we again independence. They come up to this point. But the one that will cause this problem, what they fight for their personal interests and their property and their family, they are not here today. And the fights don't become war, still will get war. But what I believe, the time and space where Salon as a mother, as a country, not even the human beings, the time and space of Sierra Leone, it a change. And the characters them, where they mess up that society, they influence other people. Where they use demagoguery, then people in the understand as time will go on. And I believe, say, this country will go fall to the Leone. You know, a time will come, perhaps not our generation. I believe things will change as well. In a way where they not even believe in a positive way.
Well, now I let you know, say,
Uh-huh.
From now to 2035, Sierra Leone is going to begin to see change.
Why you give number?
Why I give you number?
Yes, sir.
Before do clean in the place the dark pass all, not so.
Yeah.
And the darkness, therefore, dark past this. From now to 2028, the darkness, therefore, dark past this. People will learn from it, then Sierra Leone will change. I will not go beyond that.
I made a prediction, and at this year, I always predict long time ago. See, when I look at the internal dynamics of the SLPP, the way Madabio neglects Sierra Leone, it affects the private sector, like businesses there. And in order to predict
yes, sir, sorry. Now the Facebook lines are there.
Oh, okay. It will take a lot of loans, and you don't put the country in debt without developing society, poverty, all this stuff. And I say, Madapio, the entropy by 2026, the problem we get for fine with all the international community side, they go trust money, side they go lie, side they go borrow, all them countries they are now, they all set not dove scheme. They know Madapio. And so what is happening now? The problem and the internal politics of that country, that place, when you want to impose somebody like an Espoma, I say people like begin 50 years. Because the 50 years when the 50 years mother be take today what the talk.
I read Tarawali then this year.
Yeah, you read about Lima. You read Lima.
No, you read Lima unit.
Lima Fichai Madabio to be highest in West, of course, priority. And see the divisions they were in West not care. So now, and I think it affects sickness. I don't know whether I know they celebrate. I know.
Well, then say a tablet you take for reduce. So let us leave.
Well,
that's it.
Well, I don't know. For me, I just they say let God help them for whatever thing where they happen to make it go well. Because I know they celebrate somebody who's sick. Yeah. But for everybody to go. But in not so happy man right now. Not so happy person. They don't challenge the one they way one power because the party say if you're not in a particular circle, you don't qualify. And we to say they don't reach 10. You don't qualify for making go contest for being a flag bearer. We to say now fight and
Doc.
Yeah.
I don't tell you say from now to 2035, they begin change. So now left and they are.
No, this side, I know they deny.
Then say,
yes, sir.
Where will pass it on? It is see pass now out him up on a mountain. I know the Sierra Leone dynamics. And I'll tell you, I have a fear for Sierra Leone. You know what you do? All the people who they close to power, all the people who they make noise about wanting to go to power, they don't have the socio-psychological makeup and maturity.
No.
That's the crisis we have presently.
It's a big crisis. Oh, I agree. I can't agree with you more. Exactly. It's not true. Like crisis.
I make some of me, I don't tell you, say, you know, like you have to encourage the intellectual discussion, yeah, no more. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't want to have anything to do with Sierra Leone politics.
Call me.
I want to talk about the things that we Sierra Leoneans need for pay attention to.
Oh, yes.
Let we change the way we would see and understand life. Our country is messed up. It's deeply messed up.
Deep messed up, deeply.
That war caused more damage to Sierra Leone than with the sea. And the war, the damage where it caused, we sustain them because there were a lot of things that were brushed under the carpet.
Oh, yes.
So if we want to change Sierra Leone now, the best option Now we go back to we culture and awaken we cultural knowledge and look at we cultural resources and see how we can use them in the day for build with people them back. But Sierra Leone is a broken country. All what they talk about Rwanda and the other places, see they work. Because the people are not broken. Sierra Leone, me and you come where I go to investor. They, I swear to God, if you not take them, would they run for with life?
No, you see that talk what I've been talking
Oh,
about.
yeah.
And they say, now that kind day, now it will improve society. You say damage don't
Yes, but they
Yeah.
don't allow me and you. If me and
No.
you go there now with investor, then they feel say, then why one can't take power now. We are Jagaban, I know they say is all right. But one thing I
Not
want
to
to let you know,
investors.
60% of voting they don't begin to stand up against them for. I saw it coming a long time ago.
Oh, yes. Me, I don't talk about
That country is messed up.
Mother Bio, they get for Stoneham like a Momo, where Momo be the past McKinney, you know the team upset from Freetown, Binkolo, Freetown. Now so Mother Bio get for Candy. They don't sit down, they don't look at them. Even though they're in a culture of denial right now, where they think say, hey, this is what is a party. But the party know they put food on the table for you. Me, they don't call me. They say, hey, now that guy, I be doctor or something. Now for support. I say, no, first of all, if somebody want to support, I for talk to me. But besides the SPC, there is nobody who is sober panel all.
Both parties, not
actually,
only APC, both
no, well,
parties.
the SLPP, you know why I know they call them? Because the country is in a mess. And without they in charge, now they're so.
The one that allow me they see the knack just for stand for presidency in a salon. Let God help salon. Honestly.
And the like that boy where they call saying where mother built for lay a camp protect them. But if they see the double standards, they say, well, they can't be the talk this now. They get that Banja Chigansi, Nine Force can't talk, John Benjamin Camp, they know they allow anybody, we're not doing that chief executive level. I say, what's in a chief executive? And the Skoroma do this thing. It bring problem. And when you look at and the political science comparative government, now authority in two sides, institution and political authority. If the institution where they choose the leaders, they messed up, it affect the political. And what affect the political affect the nation. So whatever happened now the SLPP, in a nationwide calamity. So that's how I see it. You choose wrong leader, you fit in a party, whether not APC will be fit. Must not say this, the country will be affected by that. And this, now, if people will not become aware. You know, if you get somebody who want to be president, this boy would then call Senge. Senge not able to talk a single policy position for articulating. Anyone be president. You come out and say, like, wait, what do you talk about the war? How the war messed up the country. I did a study on a human development system. Sierra Leoneans have not experienced human development. No. That one, the economic damage, so psychological, whatever damage will cause in the country. The country is not being rebuilt well. You know, you look at the national expertise where the country gets from the lawyer, doctor, everybody. Most of them die abroad. You know, once is open the can salon for Kala, again the Gambia officer, the hospitals. And for 11 years, it's just killing, destroying every day. So for rebuild that society, it will need to forget people who don't go, when let the country, they allow them all for camp. Not so like what you mean suggestion for say, wait, and what you say not true. They're not going to accommodate you. And then the other thing now starts. If you're there at the country, allow you want the way in the country. Choose people that will suddenly will understand where will help you for develop the country. And you leave a legacy. So you know they use for say because they Southeast environment, they local. That's not what you bring. And so how do we move forward on this particular circumstance?
We are going to move forward, don't worry. As they experience ticket fools. Sierra Leoneans will learn. They are going to learn the hard way.
Oh, yeah, then we'll
Then after that, they will stop making all these funny mistakes.
Mr. Jallo, if I tell you the recklessness with the me people in the big, like, I see respectable people where they're not lazy, they're able to take care of their lifestyle under normal circumstances. You know, look what the IMF say. Let me World Bank IMF. This World Bank economic growth. They say 4.3%. Now they say 4.6%. 8.3%. What's in that one? They say for 2026, 2027, financially, the country will be grow. Anything personal big. But the guy says so, people then go pay and then go suffer. The entropy, they fall at the all. Not the left by the people. As they say they suffer, and so they say we hit the useless man. Yeah?
Okay, sir. I think that's another call.
Have a good night, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. That is so. Yes, sir. Papode.
Good evening, sir. You hear me?
Like you 5 minutes.
Okay, sir. Yeah, I know.
Really do. Happy New Year.
Same to you, sir. You hear me fine?
I hear you clearly.
Okay, sir. Well, una thank you, because una no they give up.
You don't have to. Papa, if we give up, then maybe what you come pass here for, we're not able to do them.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
We the pass here for a purpose. And for make we achieve that purpose, we get to be ready for face the challenges. Sierra Leone is a purpose for us passing here. Our being born in Sierra Leone is not an accident. We were born in Sierra Leone because at this material moment, Sierra Leone was destined to be as it is, and Sierra Leone need we help. Now this laissez-faire attitude, not to me business, la mind me business, na in lead we Saudi so.
Yeah.
I will tell you this, in as much as I am helping and trying to make Sierra Leone a better place, but I have little sympathy for people who suffer in Sierra Leone.
Of course. And I same view again.
Because we attitudes now cause this problem for we.
Even now they just me one touch we my brother and I they talk about Jagaban or Uda not to Jagaban. This culture we will get a saloon, we not for depend no more for eat. Salon now they don't play with them. How on earth would they sit down? We 4.5 years or 4 years, 9 months, politicians they promise they do nothing. We 3 months left to election, they can't they cook their nets.
Without they dance.
Their nets, you know, dance. Hey, yeah, better. And indeed back then they go and go vote for that party back. You know,
You got it right. Now they talk say, we problem the cultural problem. People are not understanding where I'm coming from. I worked in Sierra Leone 20 years of my life. And within that 20 years, everything was not bright and beautiful. If I say person stop on a Sierra Leone, I can raise me hand up. You hear me? I know how that country turns. I know the reason why things not work in that country. Sierra Leone is a clan society. Sierra Leone is a society where the master will win the election, I know the Lord. Everything is around him. He only gives to people that he cares to give to. This has always been what it is. We will not ever get democratic governance in Sierra Leone. Now, warlord mentality we get, the Faama mentality. Now we win the election, so it's for us, it's our turn to eat. When they don't eat till we against them, when people then grumble till the election come, the few they count and scatter 2-3 cents, the people then dance, then go vote, then bring the same Faama mentality with a different name. The one they call it APC, the other one call it SLPP. And the same mentality. There is no morality in authority in Sierra Leone. Where there is morality, the leader looks out for the people, not for his clan. First time, when they make paramount chief Salon, then they carry and go counter. Inside that counter, and then they go teach them how to deal with people morally, justly, and with equality. We don't have that. We don't.
You see where they talk about this makers. So what is it? You don't go see, they don't watch the culture. Not to say they are against them. You don't see people are all what they need. The Africa, particularly Sierra Leone, they don't need plenty talk or ideas or waiting. Where you give them money for it at that moment, they eat, they're full. You can't worry about the game. You get that money for that short space of time. You don't forget the problem, see, you don't forget 4 years of unexpected suffering. For me, it's a problem. I get it. The all my money, then see alpha. That will not happen. It's my only thing. So I don't prepare anything. You know, in the I met the town hall day, the next idea them. So say you man we never come in the city. You know what? Not of nothing. Just with the rest of me and I cook the money. Oh man, you know that all town we don't get no idea how we present to the people. You mean that easily. This is the Africa. Saloon. Even when they talk about funeral, the Somali people, why they talk say we burning happen, I get for ceremony and then say, what is that? Now you get the buried. Well, Saloon man, when somebody lost posting, them now they don't get opportunity for good eat. Whose kind of nation this? Whose kind of nation this way? Now for going no more other person owes the eat day. Look then they are way man be go for one meeting. They tell the people, now listen to the message. People that come for the food and they fetch for the
You know, Pafode, Sierra Leone will change, but we need for learn some hard lessons. We need for sit down and look at certain things them. The people of Sierra Leone therefore wake up as they always say. Wake up no means say if a grab go join bad gang for make quick money. Wake up means say ask yourself, how do I do what I have to do in self-respect so I go be what I want for be? That patience for plan, suffer, and work towards a goal. We not get them now with culture. We want all thing tomorrow morning. Well, tomorrow morning don't fail we now. Now it's going to take us decades to repair.
yes, Mr. Jaguar, with you are just the track was on. The nation, they give all their ambition. Even I believe one forum, I argue with some people.
Mhm.
So the man they talk say, then they pay 1.5 million back rest. Now,
You know that bag race business? People again for begin shame for talk about that.
That's right for them. That's right for them. So now I ask the guy. Now I say, okay, wait. Then they pay 1.5 million, though, then put one bag rest. That's the rest be there around 1 million.
Mhm.
I say go 2.5 million. Why somebody pay 3 million, you go buy one bag rest. Then they can't find the job. Hey, this job be fine, then they give one bag rest. I say, okay, they give the 1.5. That 1.5 now where the whole go, you're not able to do nothing for you. Even for me get placard, you don't get placard for the month. So you tell me say that job where you steady job, you should not think stay if you go look for something, even if you do your own business. So that you will get 5 million, 6 million.
Afode, let me
Yes, sir.
ask a simple question.
Yes.
It's so difficult about people trying to start a business on their own.
What are you
So
talking about?
difficult about people looking around, trying to develop cultural goods and services where they go make gains from, and it will be permanent.
Yes.
When you grab na salon, things not be right for you. You grab, you go begin sell wood, not so.
Yes, sir.
You make money, not so.
Indeed.
People and they, where they can do either the same thing. You no need for total wood they sell them. But if you don't make up your mind, say I want sell wood, una all can come together, una form a cooperative, una put resources together, una hire people like we get omolanke and anything, the way una buy una wood, una go sell them. Every day, una they put the profit in a safe bank account, where una no say, nobody know they tamper with, wait and come, una don't get money, una they use. This trust, this collective mentality, this way of looking at life will not get them. That make us say now we culture wrong.
Yeah, Mr. Gallo, wait till I try for say that. If somebody, you know, say, I need more than 5 million loan for make a survive for the month. I need about 6 million or 7 million. Then you go get 2.5 million. They're comfortable with that one.
You know how they
And
call that by psychology?
said me, sir.
Learned hopelessness. Go look
You know,
forward, learned hopelessness.
yeah, Mr. Gallo, this is the problem why they talk about where the people and the politicians don't know get them which they want them. Lot the other thing back. Not to say a day. But I think some people they talk against them, but me, I'm not going to talk against them because why?
Talk against them. The only thing they tell you, Jagaban has the resources, but he doesn't have the mentality to do correct things.
Me, I know me, all what me they look at in your life, Mr. Jallo. What I they look at, it can be like a missile, right? Where somebody gets a reference point for give say, I don't make money. And for run the country, now business. Mara you don't, you know, you know not to do business. Now they go and get our people, you say get the year of action. The year of action, you get budgets way more than 40% are deficit. Then you talk about it's a year of action. Huh?
I want to know.
No, it's a general that it get out of people them. People they talk about the year of action, they look at the reference. Now they think. Me now, if I me tell you, I go ask us, Mister, action. What do you mean by action? Tell me back. No way tell me where going to looking at the action we get. I go ask now how you go able achieve this thing. Huh? And now I see people in the sit down for meeting say today it post for I don't know the fourth year meeting, cabinet meeting this year of action. Mister, you don't have the money. If once a commoner do, you see the run, if an action and you mean anyhow you do, you know, there's not gonna be.
Well, let us say he may not have the money, but he might have the network and connections to raise the money. Does he have the second one?
No, not get both. Even that, Kataro, the development of a country is based on sustainable income
Yes.
or revenue.
Yes.
So there's no way we go pin Dandy. It will get linked, like when you talk about, see, you get a network. Dandy, like me and you, I get a network or can do business. Okay. But country development, now billions they talk about. Country development, now billions.
Sustainable access to harnessing the resources of the country.
Yes.
And harnessing the resources of the country is grossly misunderstood in Sierra Leone and most parts of Africa. The resources of the country begins with, and is most importantly, the human resource.
Yes.
Have we, since independence, put in place the correct infrastructure that will allow us to harness the potentials of human resource? When they go produce lawyer then team up now and treat the axe if you get case. It's not harnessing human resource. We get lemongrass, we get ginger, we get cashew, we get all those things that are traditional fruits and resources, but we not get the human resource with the capacity for harness them and make wealth out of that. If you take for a year of action, is that the direction you are looking? And if that is the direction you are looking, how do you want to do it? Listen, me just know what you say. I don't look at all the political parties necessarily. All those guys shouting about wanting to be head of state. They don't have the intellectual capacity and maturity to be head of state. Not that you not get an I make it go a year of action. You know if he knows car action.
No, me to him, and he talk say, now in the point they don't put down the bar so low that all man thinks it like to be a president.
That puts the bar not to Madabio, now the people of Sierra Leone.
No, well I know, but the people of that salon, now they put the bar because now they employ them. But the thing, but the thing
election, the people of Sierra Leone, she done them full hand and foot, done and dusted. Yes, fine. Samuel Kamai, she done under the Allah. I will not do this for that. The people get the leadership they deserve.
Yeah. You know, the thing why they talk about say in case in the post way lower the bar. Lord say I can come here today, I go be president. But maybe because I get the management skills, I go do something extraordinary so that things will change. But if you go there,
they're not allow you.
You know, something nothing.
They're not allow you nothing do. The people of Sierra Leone then put the bar down. Before they get the management skills, we're not get the money for cooker ujo.
You know, this is the thing where I talk about how a nation would seriously don't give their future to food and eat and eat and eat.
If we make ladida, they vote for you.
When they talk say, when they talk salon, when they say campaign money, now for cook no more. All the campaign money, now for gogi, that hosianda. Wait for smart come today. Now I count the mentality say, oh, I can contribute for the party. That's what they do. I'm abroad. People say, oh man, you count, you want power, and then you say now who for can contribute for you. Nobody no get money.
Oh well.
This is just the kind of thing where we talk about. See, we have to do something extraordinary for local come up and this.
We go do them, but it's a long road before they. Now the road we did, so then talk here, they talk, now they go for nothing. Maybe we not get 1,000 people they listen to we. But the few way they listen to we, way they make sense to, then go and discuss them. Other people go begin listen. This is how change happens. But in the interim, from now to the time they reach that change,
Yeah.
Oku go suffer.
What I want to say is that the saloon person, the saloon man, Sajalo, we give for we dey try you like how you say no we no give up. But the saloon man, like I don't know if you know 2 years or 3 years ago, na Ghana, somebody will give rest to people. They take that rest and turn it to that person.
Yes, I've been seeing that video there.
Because these are people where they don't move a step further, where they know say sustainable income na the best way for making life. But shalom man, there's nobody who will give one bag rest. We go see that bag rest, I go turn them back.
Ah,
They don't even calculate say you can buy that bag of rice. Where they say politician, oh, fast want to reach. The one we give the 20 million, with the one we give the 10 bag rest. They all give the 10 bag rest, and then they allow because they don't give that 10 bag rest. They can pull that 20 million and go buy 15 bag rest. No, they don't talk about that one. Or 20 or 30 bag rest. They don't talk about that. But that man,
but why do people have to go and give money to people for get their support? Why don't you do what is right for make the people support you?
No, because we
Why come back to like Jagaban?
Okay.
You see what I say? He get the resources, but he not get the intellectual capacity. That money Jagaban gets so, where they spend, rather than if you go buy boss, buy this, buy that, now you don't begin create enemy with the criminals them. If you quietly go, organize youth groups them into cooperatives, get them for do certain things, we go make them get steady income for themselves. If these people can make steady income for themselves, when it's time for election, that's your political base that will say, now this man we want now change with life.
Well, if you not say, they don't do am na salon because if they empower you, you become strong and sustainable. Where the politician can now, you will question them.
What?
You will question them. But that's the reason why they know the do am. Not say enough for able do am. I don't know if somebody they talk say sound not the.
No, the sound they are not. They see the sound now.
Now, like I remember last year, 2023, young people they cook one house, then they cook from morning to evening. People they eat continuously, then they cook from regularly to promote the job gets go by that morning, kind of the power. Even when they talk to Yagaban, we give it. And I buy the vote.
Yeah,
So
but
don't buy
you still use that money, organize people living cooperative, whether they tailoring, whether they fishing, tell them, yeah, this one they give you so. If people get power, no, they come to now again for give you money. So now all out one. Teach them management skills.
it. Like when you manage. For me, the problem why I get was a lot of people really go against it. And innocent go there, man, they disappear. I'm gonna start to increase the business. We know we are that man inside a man. Now, you can't take this year, President Muslim now, what?
There are not more enemies in the APC than himself.
Because of this party issue.
Not because of party issue. Now that he's doing all these things, then see and say he get the chances to get the support. So they are passing under now to influence all the things that happen. I want to believe what they tell you, Sabi Salon.
I don't doubt that.
I make us say me 1 cent not the go pantalon politics.
And I look at it, say, into the problem of it, even what you talk, it related to the party issue. Because
not a party, not culture, Bafode. In Sierra Leone, I like now your family. If you go this now, you say you want to do something where they cover the all, they're not they look and say this will family. If you get that we all get. And they become the target.
I'm not saying even if people that the fact is what that's but at the time I want to zoom in on the political parties. Why make it see they put all across the base for me 5 years for me for the contribute for the SLPP and go for the vaccine and for the grant
It's all the Faama mentality, Bafode. Bafode, where the people think like warlords, they will create all the laws and rules to make it limited for everybody to access.
Yes. So that's about toxic. If you, that's okay, let me say for instance, but if the political, in guess of different part, APC, but a lot of people, why I talk so. But the man come from the southeast. Yes.
No.
I know.
He is a balanced character.
Yeah.
They look at how for bringing national unity.
It's not just the unity. If you look at say what can he bring to the table, it is bring, I mean a political table. I know say that he get advantage back because he talk South language that they go that it to run the get a blend. But also that I mean say because he comes from the southeast, he will bring some number of people there where the not can candidate they're not going to bring again. But for them now, the one who decided to no matter how, they prefer to cry this now after election. They say, oh, they don't rob me. They then calculate, say, political calculation. Go put 1 and 1 together, oh, say, how much will give me. So them, they just the end party, party. Oh, if Mr. Jallo begins to social media, you want to already make broadcasting. Now, of course, they want to support the one this, you don't suffer for the party. This man not
suffer.
Yeah, they not if they tell me not to say it like that. Now because they say the party man, you don't suffer for the party.
Who is suffer? How is
You don't know what to make it.
You know what you make they ask you about suffer? You see, the way when they think about crisis, this man don't suffer for this party. How he suffer? Was there a war that he fought for the party? You know, people they think that warrior mentality. Now I make all tell they get a war.
Yeah.
There are people who have been members of the APC. We're more senior for most of the how they are senior. We not ever ask for pin, but they don't contribute to the party. Financially, intellectually, etc., but they will never come and tell you. You see, the way we think, now so things they happen to be. Now I make us say, Sierra Leone, we are messed up people. With mentality messed up. And now the mentality messed up, how they talk, Now they take two things. Now they take continue for next. Continue. Suffer for party. What you don't suffer for party? Who's how you come out yesterday? You suffer. You know, that got all the political parties then get this problem. We now don't suffer for this party. Yes. Where have you suffered? Who sent you to suffer?
They arrest you for the party. So if you look at the APC, you come, they force you for the party, you stand for the party.
If they force you not suffer.
No, that's what they say. That any kind of way when you stand up for the party, and in them want to talk about. What to say if a corona today, now which are they go out. They don't want to know which are they go out to the party. They don't want to know about that. Say, if we go join, which are you?
No, it no matter to them.
No matter to them.
If I way you go give them, then go dance for you. The next day, way you not give them, it was.
Because the just man just said, this man, what are you talking about? This man, me, don't get the resources. But don't use those resources.
They don't want it because we know they think that way. Not Sierra Leone, Bafodi. They don't want it. We are messed up people. Love face the fact. Solomon, the Jagaban goes on APC. APC for not set up a committee. They sit on the advice and say, "Blah, we not grassroots. Don't go to the grassroots and do things they will go to the grassroots." That's where. What they will not.
They don't even want to.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They are saying the same thing.
Even that's quickly continuously. That control one.
No, but the same warlord mentality is scrutiny for what? What did they go scrutinize? When someone now they go back to the committee now messed up back down.
Yeah, well, no, the one just do me just the people that they don't want they there them. Where you know they don't calculate, they don't say people get political capital. Who need the capital? They don't want to hear that. Which is why they rather than that it's part of the APC man. The family like APC people who when I say we they don't they all along, they don't suffer for this part, they don't do that jail.
If I tell people that you tell them the formal APC, some of who be small, then we can whether they go meet the help. They there around, I will have to send for bike granates and other things. Maybe I'm not active APC, but I'm not APC. So, if people are talking about suffering, some of who know the root of the party to this. We know who that them, they don't go through certain crises and why. I am asking, what have you suffered for the party? The SLPP, equally, Milton Magai was a friend of my grandfather namesake. Milton Magai had a farm at Songo. When he can go Songo, they stop now, we just divide and get discussion. I know a little bit about the SLPP. So some of these people who are shouting now suffer. When we know the background to all them to political parties, and they ask, what have you suffered? You see, this gaslighting in politics, if we not change them, if people are not own up to responsibility and try to work as a team, if everybody say, God for us, all man for himself, Sierra Leone should be prepared for the worst. This is personal. People of Sierra Leone, therefore, will not. But we allow ourselves to be psychologically messed up. That's right.
No, make the biggest notes really get no trouble. The person just will see, I am the boss. As a put music, but I'm under only style and make, see them, make, don't, you know, that's what they should be doing. Mr. Gallo, that man did ask for $5 billion. You should don't, you didn't put that, Bolo say we did for the past 50 years. You don't think you get the power, let that man do what you want to see. No, when you say, now if something is wrong, all money first will take up. You don't need private people and control of all resources. See the slightest wrong to them, really. Stop. All money first. All money.
I will keep it up on if you read 10 of 2 cities, I can speak it. They see exactly what they have.
But this them, they give people a will get the ideas, the feel what it seem like. We go.
Well, maybe Sierra Leone get the people then, but the Sierra Leonean get for land first in Adu.
No, but the thing really give me so Mr. Carlos, people do not just to be you. They fought for me.
They come up from the Europeans. One of the things will make them develop fast for people in the north and east. One of the things will make them develop fast. They were forced by climate to think. What you call?
Big one.
France, after the poverty, they were forced to think and take action. We in Africa, we get nice climate. So now one reason why we are relaxed. Secondly, when colonialism today, everybody will get laddie that they play music and dance. Will not be no say, nothing, not a change. Now that we don't left to this, we are faced with the naked realities of having to develop. We don't mess up till we don't choose our poverty. Poverty will be. Poverty is going to force us to think. Then we begin to get it right. Environment gets a lot for me with how we do it. So let us not give up and say, the only thing that some of we not want to say, the people have gone through 10 years of nonsense with the problem. We don't want to go back to that kind of situation. If there is ever going to be a crisis, let it be something manageable. We're not going to take me to it. You understand? Well, I think some of the talk. I know as I am seated here, I have more enemies than I understand. So tell me enemies than the past year. Because one thing I know about Sierra Leone, people don't want those who tell them the attitude. And some of us cannot be stopped. Sierra Leone is bigger than all of us. So let us look at Sierra Leone.
You see,
they will tell you that, but they are not ready to do it. They are not. If they be ready for doing for those here. The one the way they know say for doing, we mean and the friend way for demoralize them. Even though they get the chalk the way they pass. And I know men about not to see us, but some of them are better. Some of them they make noise. What I've built for myself, you will never build for the rest of you.
ideas they begin. Look at the individual. Unless the morals there. But All right. When you look at say, don't look at the we must have been the opportunity to fire not we have the chance. We get opportunity. We like I always say, people they talk about a lot of people this. Me, nobody know me talk say I don't get a chance. Now I don't get chance now. They are going to talk.
And one thing about you, when I keep transferring person,
Now they say
you are gone forever.
you don't get the chance. So me, I want to treat we look at we get management skills. All you want to win an APC, nobody will tell me say how turn 1 to 2. Go to the central same. They all don't make money today inside the party. They don't get nothing. They only do the key because they do inside. So he has no management pedigree. You don't get them. He's somebody and they talk and he tell me that say the way we manage money that was more that I grew up with say 1, 2, 3, 5.
Why not?
So if you run a country, you give us ideas, multiply the resources, if you use resources then multiply the fortunes of the country. If you don't even do those things, you are wasting your time. You get no place, you get nothing to do with your politics. You go in there.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. We will talk on Friday. I felt it familiar. Okay, problem. I think we don't reach the end of the day. We've spent about 2.5 hours. Today, I love. But it's good we're having this discussion, open and frank discussion. As I don't say from the beginning of this, the problem it is a socio-psychological problem we have, and until we face it, we will not make any. Thank you. But before I go, we are living in very difficult times. There is a lot of uncertainty in the world today. I am asking everybody to be grateful for what we have and who we are. We may face hard times, but they will not last. Tough people will last. Be very tough. Sierra Leone will rise. I want to get faith and I want to believe that. I will let you know with this music.
Sierra Leone with the Rizopa. No more silence, time for change. Youth them power, we go range. We go shine like diamond. Hold our heads up to the skies. With our dreams, we rise, we rise. From the valleys to the coast, hearts united, that's our boast. Children of the lion roar, together we go ask for more. We go shine like diamond bright, turn the darkness to the light. Hold our heads up to the skies, with our dreams we rise, we rise. Echo through the hills we sing, victory in everything. Hands together, feel the beat, feet go dancing in the street. shine like diamond bright. Turn the darkness to the light.